Hello everyone and welcome to Virtual Sydney, Australia. Today I am on the famous Bondi Beach with my friend Isa, who is a genuine Australian.
That I am.
Now residing in the UK. Hello Isa.
Hey there, how are you?
I'm fine. I love this beach.
I know, they've done a really great job here, I think. It's just really good.
Is it anything like the real life Bondi Beach?
Kind of actually. The real life Bondi Beach is obviously a little bit bigger. But this bit where we are now on the real life Bondi Beach, because behind this hut is the Bondi Pavilion, but on the real life Bondi Beach there's a concrete walk and cars can go down there. So like cars and your rescue lifesaver vehicles can go down there with a ramp. But and there's a lot of graffiti on the walls, which is ever so cool. It's a really, really nice walk, actually, because it's really nice because you see all the artwork along there.
Yeah.
But on the whole, they haven't done a bad job because, I mean, the pavilion looks pretty cool. And the waves are very indicative of Bondi Beach.
Yes, you can go surfing here.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
I'll have a go over that later.
Well, on Bondi, there's two sides to the beach. Near the pavilion is where mostly the swimmers go, but down the end where we are would be in the real life Bondi, would be where all the surfers go. So the surfers board in a different part than the swimmers because it's a lot more choppier, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to be swimming in great massive waves, do you? Everyone's going to drown.
No, or be hit on the head with someone's board.
So, they very kindly sent me some photos. Where are, when did you take the photos and where are they?
Those photos were taken in my last trip to Australia in 2014. I went out there with my daughter and her partner at the time because she'd never been to Australia because she was born in England. And we stayed at Bondi, actually. We stayed in an apartment at Bondi, and I was there most days at the beach. Within 2 days, I was brown.
Look at the weather. I mean, glorious sunshine. And
oh man, I came to Bondi Beach to see the lifeguards. It's just, I know, it's really bad, isn't it?
And there's a photo of one of the lifeguards.
Yes. I used to check them out every day, every single day. But we were like typical tourists when we were here. Most people just lie on the sand.
And do
become like
nothing.
a tourist. So I went and hired sun loungers. So we had sun loungers.
Look at these
Which
yoga moves.
was kind of funny.
My god.
Yeah. I know, it's sad,
Try
isn't it?
yoga for high.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine myself in this position in real life.
Yeah,
just not going to work.
End up in A&E if I tried this. What am I doing?
I don't know. Is it downward dog stuff? I don't know what it's called. Look at that. That's pretty.
Oh dear.
Yeah, give it a good stretch.
I love these bikinis. These
Yeah,
are gorgeous.
because
bikinis.
where are we in? We're in August, so in Australia right now it's they're coming. It's their winter basically. The middle of their winter.
Oh yes, because everything's opposite.
Yeah, so it's the middle of their winter, and they'll be slowly coming out of it soon, which is really bizarre because when you look on the temperatures, some days is the same as British summer. It's kind of funny, but apparently it does get cold there now. Like it gets down to a whole 5 degrees.
Wow, that's freezing.
I know, shocking. But that's at night. It's not normally during the day. I remember when I went out there one year in June, and that's their autumn, and everyone was wearing cardigans and jackets and stuff, and then I would go out every day with a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. They'd look at me like, oh,
it's freezing, what are you
Tommy.
doing?
Yeah. And I said to my friend, it was 20-degree days, and I said to my friend, this is balmy in England.
Yeah.
Balmy.
We're endless summer in England.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's funny what you get used to. You just, I'm used to it in England now, so I'm used to cooler weather, and I sweat at 21. So just...
How long have you been living in England, though?
I came here in 1990, so Christmas 1990 I came here.
Oh,
yeah, my son was 1 year old, and my ex-husband, I'm going to tell you this, I don't care if the world knows, my ex-husband was British, so he wanted to come here, so that's why I ended up coming to England. You know, as you do.
Yeah.
And
when you're in love.
I was at the time, yeah. But I've stayed here ever since, to be honest. I like it here. I miss Australia. I definitely miss Australia, and I miss the laid-back lifestyle and the weather and stuff. But I like it here because families are a lot closer to each other.
Yeah.
In Australia, no, you don't. In Australia, you don't grow up to live near your parents or your sisters or your brothers. Everyone's very independent there, so they lead very independent type lives. So you're never ever close, and when you want to get to someone, you know, they're like 2 hours up the road, that kind of thing. Here, most people grow up in the same area, go to school in the same area, start their work life in the same area, and as their children grow up, it's all that, and I kind of like that. It's quite nice. I like that family sort of closeness here.
Yeah,
definitely.
we're the same. All my family is close to me. In fact, my daughter lives only 4 doors away from me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know, but if my daughter lived so close with Mason, I think I'd be running away. There's only so much that you can deal with.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of my son. What are you talking about?
Oh, my son's off to university in 2 weeks, so.
See, if I was in Australia, he would have left home about 10 years ago. He would have left. But the thing is, over here it's very expensive to do that. Mind you, Sydney, when I was there, is very expensive now. It's a very expensive place now. And I think it's because it's so touristy as well. And their property boom is very high. So it's amazing the prices of stuff and the prices of food and things like that there now. So it's getting on par with the world, I think. You look like you're flaked out.
I'm exhausted. I'm having a rest.
Is that too much for you, girl?
Yeah. Oh dear, just enjoy the sunshine, flat out.
Oh, yeah. I think I need to do that. Oh.
So this...
No, I'll keep that.
Yeah. This sim is on 2 sims, and then on this sim it's the beach, lovely beach. There's lots to do. You can surf. What else is there to do? Speedboats. Have you got speedboats?
There's a speedboat. I found a speedboat, and you can res a rubber ring behind it as well.
Oh, so someone could sit on the rubber ring.
Yeah, I found that by accident yesterday. I was like, oh, or you can lie in the sun lounges and get a bit of sun rays on you.
And then on the other sim, we've got obviously the famous Sydney Harbour and the bridge, and you can actually walk across the bridge. Yeah,
the bridge is fantastic. In the old sim Australia, it wasn't ever one that you could walk across. This one, they've built it and you walk across it. It's really, really well made. And the opera house is fantastic as well. But yeah, that part is very much like Sydney. Obviously, they can't get it to exact replication. But I think they've done a fabulous job.
Really close, yeah.
They've done a really good job. Yeah, really good job. And like some of the pictures I've sent you, you'll see. Yeah. It's not bad. It's amazing what they can replicate in SL, I think.
Yeah, I noticed in one of the pictures you've got a couple of Australians. One of them's playing the didgeridoo, is it called?
Yeah, the local Aboriginals. You will always find them down Sydney Harbour because they go there for the tourists, and they play the didgeridoo. They get quite big crowds. But those 2 guys, they were playing didgeridoo trance music. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm like, Oh, that's so cool. I hadn't heard proper didgeridoo trance music until I heard them, and I was like, oh, this is really good. And that's quite a big thing now, sort of trance dance music with the didgeridoo.
Sounds fun. Oh, I'm messing about with the camera too much, and I always mention my camera skills, and they're always rubbish. Everybody knows this by now.
They're getting good. I keep seeing those waves. They look like tsunami waves coming at me.
Don't panic.
I shouldn't joke. One might come. The owner of the sim might be listening to us and think, aha, tsunami.
So there's an amusement park here as well. Is on the sim?
Yes.
Really
just on the other side of the bridge.
Before I did this interview.
Sorry?
I should have looked round first before I did this interview.
Well, I'm not going to tell you too much. All you have to do is walk across the bridge, and you'll be seeing a big smiling face. That won't give it away at all.
You sent me a photo of that, a real life photo of
yes, I did. That's called Luna Park, and at night the face lights up. You can see it right across the harbour. It's like one of those key things that you see in Sydney. So in Sydney Harbour, the key things are Luna Park, the face, the Opera House, and Centre Point, and the Harbour Bridge. They're all like key things that you see in the skyline. And they just make it like if you were going across the harbour in the moonlight, which I've done a few times after a few drinks, mind you. It just makes it all very scenic. But yeah, and you can get ferries across the Sydney Harbour from one end of the harbour to the other, and they're really nice to do if you're ever over there. I haven't checked out whether they've got them here on this sim. I see boats there, so they might have them. I have seen a taxi. I caught a taxi yesterday.
Oh, wow.
There's a taxi.
That's good.
Yeah, there's a taxi that goes around the sim. Yeah, it's a little yellow taxi. If you can find him, run and jump in him. I ran for him.
Doesn't stop for you then?
No, he doesn't stop. You just have to run and jump and just like sit.
When he's on the move.
And hope you haven't sat on someone. I did it yesterday and then realised, I could be sitting on someone. I shouldn't do this. But no, there wasn't anyone in there, so it's fine. It was all good. Yeah, and there's a lot of clothes shops here as well, which is a bit like Sydney, clothes market and stuff. So there's on the sim has a lot of places that you can go and buy stuff. And I'm sure there's a pub here somewhere, but I couldn't find it. I haven't found it. I'm sure it's somewhere around here. There's always got to be a pub. I mean, you can't go to Australia and not go to a pub.
Like most places.
Have your pint of beer. No, actually, they don't really drink pints of beer. I think that's always been a fallacy. It's a schooner, and some of the beers that they sell overseas that they say are Aussie beers aren't the beers that they drink in Australia, which is really funny.
They're like Castlemaine 4X. That's the famous
one. Yeah. And I'm like, when I'm over there, I don't see anybody drinking it. They do drink a lot of like named brands that you would have heard of, but they don't. It's just funny how
just a myth.
Perceptions are that they drink these things. Yeah.
So.
And we don't throw shrimp on the barbie, by the way. we throw a lobster or a prawn
or the odd kangaroo.
Yeah, a kangaroo as well. Yeah.
So, for those of you that can't get to Australia in real life, like me, this is the closest thing you're going to get.
Indeed. Yeah, it's great.
It's pretty good, yeah. I'm really impressed with this. This is the first time I've been to this sim, so yeah, I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah, I know. And I noticed that there's a stage up there behind you, so I'm wondering if they have some sort of events on sometimes.
Events.
So, yeah, it might be worthwhile finding out. Cause,
I'll definitely investigate that.
Yeah, they might have Australian artists for all we know. So it's well worth having a look, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do that and you can tell me.
And as usual, I'll put the landmark in my details below. Also, a link to Isa's blog and video channel as well.
Yeah.
I think that's it for now, isn't it? I think we've covered.
Yeah,
just about
I
everything.
think now I need to go and have some orange juice and toast, and after this great exercise workout, or failing that, I'm just going to go and eat a burger.
I need a good cup of tea, English cup of tea.
Yeah, you do that. Well, thanks for inviting me today.
Thank you for coming. Okay, we'll see you next time, everybody.
All right, see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.